What a fantastic look at the skyscrapers that make up the skyline here in the cradle of liberty. We're coming to you from Philadelphia. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per game the last 3 seasons. And the Beard said, honestly, it's not even about me scoring. Teams are playing me for the pass. I just try to make the best play, and whether that's scoring or passing, every game is different. Kevin, back to you.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Aldridge out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Irving. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. And for Philadelphia, they've got Seth Curry. And Simmons is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Milton in at point. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight, both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
Here's Embiid. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Curry. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. And it's sent back by Irving. And here's the fast break. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Curry kicks to Drummond. Back to Curry. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock him down from the line.
Inside, stolen by Harden. Millsap kicks to Irving. Nets passing it around. Harden the pass to Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. 5 on the clock, and the shot is good.
Aldridge keeps his head up and his options open. He's a team-oriented guy with a good basketball IQ. Excellent pass.
And here is Simmons. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Pacers in Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. It felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Down low, Curry makes it off the glass.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Harden surveying the D. Now the pass to Durant. The dish to Aldridge. Over Embiid. And it's Aldridge missing. The 76ers leading by 4. Curry passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The precision passer Curry also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, KD. And it's off from three-point range. 76ers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Simmons can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Milton's shot is good.
Guys, the passing ability and IQ of Ben Simmons, both amazing.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the boards.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's averaging 20 points, 16 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Now, here is Harden. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Utah.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And the Nets miss again.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And that one, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here is Harden, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Pass to KD. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Nets trail by 10. Now Irving. 23 points for him the last game against Utah.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Pass to Embiid. He kicks it to Simmons. Passes it to Drummond. Clock at 4. Over Millsap. And it's Drummond missing.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Harden's shot is good.
And the mid-range game of Harden, excellent. An offensive genius, really. I mean, knows exactly where to get the looks that he wants.
Here's Milton. James Harden picking up that last basket. Greg, too early to start talking about MVP for this year? We're mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where we start talking MVP at the start of the season. You know,
yeah, right.
People just love to talk sports at this point, especially when it comes to the most prestigious individual awards out there. I think you can make a case and sway some opinions with your play this time of year, but I like to let it all play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they, in a season?
Yes, they can.
Like you say, let it play out. And he knocks down the first one. The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Nets trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's KD.
Oh, wow.
Tell you what, when Durant is feeling it, he puts on some swagger. He's going to let you know he's got it going.
To the middle, Millsap with the steal. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Paul Millsap. Harden's got 6 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Embiid. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Indiana.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line.
Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Nets trail by 8. Irving passes to Griffin. Outside for Millsap. The Nets working the ball around now. KD's shot is off.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
And just like his brother Steph, Seth is an impressive bucket getter. I mean, somebody whose role is to shoot and score the ball.
Here's what Philadelphia is going with right now. Harris is checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Green in for Shake Milton. And so he hits both.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
Now here's Harden.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
Philadelphia leading by 8. The pass to Drummond. Outside, Green. For the 3. Drills it from outside.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Here's Curry after the made shot from KD. The shot, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Fires from the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Now just a 5-point 76ers lead. And so Green will bring it up for Philadelphia. Dishes it to Curry. Fires for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And here are some players that you want on the line as often as possible these days. For the past month, these are the leading free throw shooting 2 guards in the league. 5th on the list, Kyrie Irving.
And one of the benefits of being as fantastic at the free throw line as he is it allows him to be really aggressive at driving the lane.
Which he is, very aggressive. He'll explode from his usual spot on the perimeter toward the rack, looking for contact, seeking it out, trying to get himself to the foul line.
Now Curry, following the miss by Paul Millsap from deep.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Harden with it. He has 6. Pass to KD. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Durant's got 11 points.
Focus, intense focus. Durant has bundles of it. Once he catches the rock, the first thing on his mind is let it go.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Yeah, they call him Dancing Danny Green, and you can see why. Excellent offensive instincts there.
Now here's Irving. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Harris. Here's Drummond. Good on the bucket. Drummond's got his 2nd basket of the game.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Claxton. To the inside. It's tipped. Unloads. Irving misses.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Here's Maxey. It's deflected. In transition, here come the Nets. And here is Clark. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Green gets it to go.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Here's Irving. We've got 1:23 left in the first. Outside Griffin. Harris outside. Right wing. Now Mills. 17 points for him last game against Utah.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Now, here's Maxey. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And I like the timing that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Here's Irving. After the made shot from Andre Drummond. Harris outside. Passes it to Claxton. Back to Harris. Clock at 6. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Maxey.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
2 shots. Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
The first free throw is good.
And they've clearly been the aggressors here early on, drawing fouls and working themselves to the line.
And that is always a good recipe for offensive efficiency and a key to their lead tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Andre Drummond. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Danny Green. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from free throw range, and too long on the shot. Up in time. Doesn't go for him. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny that players have to deal with on a daily basis.
For me, it comes with blocking criticism from people I don't really need to hear from. You know, I don't mind. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone's going to say something, which is fine. But at the same time, I got to worry about, what I need to focus on.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Johnson. Mills out there with Harris. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position. Here's Johnson. 76ers getting the bucket. The pass to Aldridge. Over Harris. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The 76ers leading by 14. And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Clark for three. They get it back, and Embiid is right there. And the 76ers lead by 16.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Aldridge, no one around him. The three-pointer is right on target. Aldridge has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Milton. Pass to Thybulle. Now here's Embiid. 4 on the shot clock. From past the arc. Thybulle can't get it to go. Nets trail by 13. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Johnson outside. He gets it in there.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
Now here's Milton. Covered by Mills. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. For the finish. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Embiid. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And he makes the first. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
And Simmons is just a complete package, a player that can really drop dimes to his teammates.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Nets, trailing by 13. He dishes it to Harden. Aldridge kicks to Harden. Three-pointer. Harris trying to get free, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. The 76ers leading by 13. Here's Thibault. Brooklyn with the rebound. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Simmons. The 76ers with another miss. Nets trail by 13. Three-pointer. Milton grabs the board.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Oh, and the jam by Embiid.
And you guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Timeout called, the Nets.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the 76ers. Philadelphia leading by 15. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Love the connection Simmons has with his teammates. I mean, once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish in style.
Nets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Pass to Harden. And the rejection by Embiid.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this week. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Nets trail by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
KD with the bucket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Philadelphia.
Simmons with it. He has 6. Thibault on the wing. Simmons passes to Milton. No good on the 3. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Patty Mills. Here's Griffin. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. The 76ers leading by 17. And it's Simmons penetrating. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And you rarely see the vision and playmaking of Ben Simmons in someone that size. That you can put him up there with Magic, LeBron, and Penny Hardaway in terms of those taller playmakers.
Yeah, you're spot on there, Greg. I mean, he's unique, really unique and gifted in that regard. And with all great passers, there are a couple of things they do well. One is they see a play or two ahead. They anticipate and throw the ball where it should be going, anticipating that. And the other thing is the timing with which they make their passes. It's usually right at the right time and the opportune time for a teammate to score on the catch.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And there's the pass to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
Just was a step beyond the half-court line. Durant a threat to let it fly. Great range.
Here's Irving. Finished off the break. Irving's got 6.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Simmons. 9 points in the game so far. And the dunk by Embiid.
Hey, once Embiid catches the hot hand now, he's looking to shoot it as much as he can.
And here's Harden. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on. And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Shake Milton. Now here's Simmons. A good portion of their scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's good, 2 points.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Pass to Simmons. Six to shoot. Here's Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one.
Nice body control by Seth Curry. I mean, he's so good at fending off defenders on the way up.
Now here's Irving. He's got 8. Here's Harden. Oh, that was terrific.
Man, my goodness. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And Simmons slams it in.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here is Harden. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Here is Harden. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quitting this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better, and not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor, as a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
One shot.
That's good from Simmons.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free, and they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now here's Harden. 11 points in the game. Outside Irving. And the three off target. The 76ers leading by 15. To the paint. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, guys, we know Simmons most enjoys getting others involved, but he's showing you he can have huge nights himself as well.
Now Irving. He's got 8. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in New York where they'll take on the Knicks.
And that game against Brooklyn, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge. Chemistry at its best, an unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. And again, no good by Brooklyn. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. And it's Drummond missing. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 19-point game. And it's Irving missing. Philadelphia shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Simmons can't get it to go. Nets shooting here about 46% for the game. Looking to end the run. No good from Irving. Philadelphia leading by 19. Outside Green. The three. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Millsap's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Ben Simmons. And it's Clark in for Curry. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Nets trail by 19. 1:12 left in the second quarter. Pass to Harden. There's the triple. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
And Harden's three-point accuracy is lethal. I mean, he gets his shot off with such ease and quickness.
Now here is Harris. 20 points for him last game against Indiana.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
76% on the season from the foul line.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
He's off on the first.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And the 76ers making a change here. Milton's checked in. And a change for the Nets. Johnson's checked in. So he comes up empty at the line. Nets trail by 16. Irving with the ball. Now Green defending.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Passes it to Drummond. Clark against Johnson. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the half. The Nets shooting 48% on their attempts here in quarter number 2. Millsap kicks it out to Harden. That's good, and it's Millsap with the assists. Harden's got 16 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Now here is Harris. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, an early lead and a lot to like in the performance thus far. Would you agree?
Oh, I thought we played great. Defensively, I know that I had someone behind me. If I made a mistake that was going to protect the rim, I thought we did great.
You know the adjustments are coming, and we'll see who takes advantage. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points. And guys, you ask Andre Drummond, he's not shy. He feels he's the best rebounder in NBA history.
Whoa.
Kenny, you buying that?
That's his story. I don't know.
Oh,
yeah.
See what you did.
He led the league in rebounding 3 straight seasons, but there's a lot of great rebounders in the history of the game. But I can see why he's feeling himself.
I'm never giving that title to a little man. I'm sticking with Wilt.
A little man?
For the here and the now.
A little
Drummond
man.
rules supreme. Rebounding for big guys. Little man.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Andre Drummond is out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Curry in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Harden.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
Here's Irving. Got a hand on it. Simmons on the wing. And they double up Simmons. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, Joel Embiid with the throwdown. Athletic, 7 feet tall, one of the best dunkers in the league.
Nets trail by 13. Harden the pass to Durant. Outside Millsap. Hits the three-point bomb. Millsap's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so here is Philadelphia. They led the game at 1 point by 20. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Curry passes to Embiid. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets, down by 12. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Embiid.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send him to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the stripe.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Harden hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
The 76ers leading by 10. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Irving. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 20 points.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Curry against Irving. Right side Durant. 6 on the shot clock. And good that time.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Now here's Drummond. He's got 8. Simmons' shot is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here is Harden after Ben Simmons' bucket. Aldridge, the pass to KD. Over Simmons, and there's KD. That's good on the assist by Aldridge. 22 points for Kevin Durant. The 76ers leading by 10. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And the Nets with possession here. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And the pass to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Harden with it. He's got 21 to the middle. And the rejection by Embiid.
That long reach of Embiid's is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shooters.
Goes up. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 6th assist on the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Drummond. And then for Brooklyn, Harris comes in for Paul Millsap. It's Mills in for James Harden.
You really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Nets trail by 16. And here's Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aldridge. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
On its way from Curry for 2. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. Over Curry. And it's Irving missing. The 76ers leading by 18 to the inside. Tries from 7. And the shot is long. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Durant with a wide open look. They can't stop the run with that one. Philadelphia's shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Simmons. And it's Durant with the rebound. Nets trail by 20. Wide open look. And he knocks down the jumper. Durant's got 26 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Milton. Open and close and nails it. And the 76ers lead by 20.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Nets have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Mills passes to Griffin. It's tipped. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
And so it's Mills who will bring it up for Brooklyn. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Harris outside. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Griffin. And no good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. In the corner, Simmons with it. Shoots over Griffin. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Mills passes to Durant. Foul. Hield in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Simmons. Hart comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Green in for Seth Curry.
Yeah, you look at Durant's numbers, 50, 40, 90. He's made that club multiple times. One of the few players to accomplish that. And he seems to threaten those numbers virtually every year.
Now, here's Thibault. Harris finds Green. 76ers moving the ball around. Embiid, no good. Nets trail by 21. Pass to Mills. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists now in this one. Philadelphia shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Here's Clark. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Embiid, the pass to Harris. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
So for the Nets, Johnson comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's James Harden in for Harris. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Johnson, and the layup is good. Johnson's got 8 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The 76ers leading by 19 points. Now Thibault. Harris outside. On deep. Blake Griffin pulls it in. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Over Green. Griffin's shot is off.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Clark finds Embiid. Here's Green. A three-pointer, no good. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Claxton, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here is Harris. He has 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that's a nice touch from Harris right there, showing you exactly how under control he is close to the basket.
Passes it to Harden. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's now 23 points for James Harden.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. So you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Now here's Mills. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Harden outside. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
And the 76ers call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond comes in for Embiid, and it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. Paul Millsap's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris kicks to Drummond. Fades and shoots. Harris's shot is off. And it's Mills with the ball for Brooklyn. 17-point game. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Harris against Millsap. 5 to shoot. The 3 from Mills. Offensive rebound. Harden. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 25 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Green. He has 5. Milton with it. Kicks it to Drummond. Harris inside the line. The rebound by the Nets.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
You know, Harden is a remarkable talent, especially offensively. A versatile scorer who really is unstoppable once he gets going.
And here is Harris. Fires the 3. But they get it back. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points up at the end of the period. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Claxton in at the small forward.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Harden. No good on the shot. Good D by Drummond. Feeds to Griffin. Back to Harden. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter. What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim. Knew he was going to get hit and still was able to finish.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Danny Green. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Durant's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Nets trail by 18. Harden the pass to Durant. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Philadelphia leading by 18. Now the pass to Harris. Looking to get it going, and slam dunk by Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, like seeing Harris be engaged from there. I mean, refusing to settle for the simple layup. Nice finish.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. The 3 from Harden, and the Nets miss again.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Now here is Harris. Harden missing his last shot. Pass to Drummond. Out to Harris. And here is Milton. A three-pointer off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Harden has a wide-open look. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got assist number 5 here tonight. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Philadelphia. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Harris against Millsap. 14 feet away, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Here is Harden. Pass to KD. Millsap in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Passes to Harris. Over Irving. That's good from Harris on the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 8 here in this one already. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. That free throw good from Harden. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half, going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far. And Clark, because of COVID, the timeline for this season has been altered. Are you ready for more summer basketball?
Man, I tell you what, Kevin, I'm not sure. I've always been a proponent of the season being shorter at the NBA level. I know it's impossible. The toothpaste is out of the tube in terms of obligation on the media front. But I think the league would be better served starting a little bit later, ending sooner. If summer basketball has to happen at the NBA level, I would hope it's the last time we have to do deep summer basketball. I think it's more of a winter sport that trickles into the late spring versus being a summer game at the pro level.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 18 points just in the second half.
With Simmons, the closer, the better. I mean, he's confident from this area of the floor.
And the basket by Harden.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Outside Curry. From deep three-point range. A shot off that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Down low. Here's Harden. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Philadelphia leading by 18. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Inside, here's Irving. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 3 assists now in this one.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here is Harris. Misses the three. Knocked away and stolen by Drummond. Curry. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
When Aldridge is in the neighborhood, you've got to be careful shooting it. I mean, proving there that he's capable of blocking shots.
The 76ers making a switch here. Embiid's checked in. To the middle, stolen by Durant. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving leading the charge. No coverage that time. Harden's got 40 points.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
They double team Curry. They grab their own miss. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
Now Harden. There's the pass to Aldridge. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
The 76ers leading by 15. Now here's Milton. And here's Simmons for three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And you look at Durant, the second most votes in the Eastern Conference have gone his way. He'll be a starter for sure.
And that's a byproduct of not just his talent, but of the effort he's put in this season. Nobody worked.
Oh, my goodness!
Oh, yeah.
What a play!
Well, I tell you what, with Harden, sometimes it seems the more the defense bodies him up, the more determined and effective he is in scoring.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
And the first one drops.
Tell you what, when Joel Embiid is healthy, this dude is a super effective player, a polished big man with an arsenal of post moves and shots. He's a handful down there.
And Embiid drops them both. Here is Harden. Shot from the wing. That one wide left.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Nets trail by 17. Harden with it. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got 44.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Embiid. Curry looking around. Left side, Harris over Millsap. And he overshot that one, missing.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And it's Irving missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Aldridge against Simmons. Out to Harris. This one for three. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Durant for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
And he gets the bucket.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Harden outside. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Harris has got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Curry outside. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
The 3 from Harden. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here is KD. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And he slams it down right on top of Joel Embiid.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
Stolen by Durant. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's the 76ers with the ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Simmons against KD. Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 16. Harris outside. Nice defense from KD. The net shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Irving against Curry. Back to Durant. On the jam by Kevin Durant.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You've just got to marvel at his greatness.
Outside Curry. Back to Milton. The tray. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Clock at 6. Outside Simmons. 16 feet away. Embiid, no good. Nets trail by 14. Pass to Durant. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Simmons passes to Embiid. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. And slam dunk by Harris.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Harden outside. 43 seconds left in the fourth.
So fun watching Harden operate inside near the rim. I mean, his confidence level is high, and he does a really good job getting ideal position.
To the paint, here's Harris, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Reedy's checked in for Embiid. Scott comes in for Ben Simmons. Korkmaz checked in for Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. That's good from Harris.
Tell you what, fellas, I mean, an outstanding stretch for Harris has been awesome at adding pieces to his game over time, specifically that three-point shot.
Passes it to Johnson. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Reed. Here's Korkmaz. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel, we've heard in the past some people questioning your level of fitness. What's your response?
You know, I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing this year, and I've been healthy, and I haven't been injured, and I'm going to try to keep that. I'm just trying to keep that way. So.
Well, whatever you're doing is working, man, so keep it up. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.